It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders, and it's coming up next.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Eric Gray to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. Led out by their rookie quarterback out of Ole Miss.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
Look wide, get this one complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he will have a Giants first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Slayton is the man in motion. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he's into the end zone. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. His kick is good, and the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Austin Eckler now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On play action, Daniels. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Smith-Marset. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
A carry here for Tracy. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Slayton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
2nd and a yard. They'll run with Tracy. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. Back to the air one more time. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants move out on top, 14-0. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That pass taken in by McLaurin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
1st and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Man in motion is Brown. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He's going to have the 1st down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Daniels. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. They'll throw with Daniels. Got his man at the 6. He is in. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are on the board. It's now 14-7. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. On the give, it's Tracy. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Open man, that's Slayton. 15 yards through the air. That's good for a Giants first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he will score. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will take a 21-7 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense, and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Give, and here comes Robinson. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of shore tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
Daniels now on 1st down. He gets it to Samuel, left side. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll go play action here with Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll motion over Samuel. They'll run with Robinson. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, it's Daniels. He'll try to a 2nd effort, and he is in. Jaden Daniels, touchdown Commanders. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. To the outside, complete to Johnson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
It's made right side. It's Johnson. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That's to Robinson. He's got it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice...
And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Looking middle, and he's got Brown. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Washington.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Right back to Brown. He's got it again. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be taken down. That's a pickup of 18, and will set up a very manageable 2nd and 2.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the air again is Daniels. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders are back to within 7. It's 28-21. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll look to throw. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And they will finally run him down. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On first down, Daniels. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA and our halftime report.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Down the sideline, past the 45. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a 1st down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. Now Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. This one is caught by Robinson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Slayton is the man in motion. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
A run here with Tracy on second down. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. This brought him out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Third and a yard. Third and a yard. It's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds just past the marker. The ball was in the proper place for a new set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle. Second and 7. Running right up the gut, it's Eckler. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now, this looks like a design run, and he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Play action. Here's Daniels. It is brought in the end zone. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A short one there to Bellinger. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch. And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jordan McGee there on the stop. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll set up to throw. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
2nd down and 3. He'll give it to Eckler on the option, and he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And the Commanders are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can, and now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. Tight end on the move left. They'll go with him again. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs. Now, after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Washington. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Ray gonna return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
1st and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Giants.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
It's a pretty good effort there on third and long. Initially, I really thought that screen was timed up pretty well, and he had a chance to pick up the first down, but give credit to the defense. It was the pursuit and running to the ball, and they're able to stop him just short.
Now movement up front is a big decision coming from the officials. Who's the penalty on? So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to get back within a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newbin.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. They'll run with Tracy.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. He's got it inside the 5. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
So the field goal here gets you the late lead. You got to think you want 6 when you have it 1st down and goal. And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, New York. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Here's a big moment for Big Blue. The Giants are going to go for 2. He'll drop to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Eckler on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He runs with it, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's caught by Eckler. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. That one pulled in by Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On second down, it's Daniels. Samuel brings this in along the sideline. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now, 1st and goal. To the air again is Daniels.
1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Now Daniels. He's got it at the 3. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just an absolute clinic of putting together a drive, Mike, when you need it the most. And their ability to move the ball down the field, it worked the clock perfectly. They come away with that late touchdown, and more than likely, barring something crazy, a victory as well.
Man in motion is Brown. That's out quickly and complete, and he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Here's 1st down. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this will be knocked down. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. John Runyon, the guilty party. Now on 2nd and long. Here we go. One final play. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. So it's a win here for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.